Ever wondered where all your money goes by the end of the month? Welcome to the world of budgeting, a tried and tested approach to managing your finances effectively. Imagine having a roadmap for your money, guiding you towards financial well-being. That's what budgeting is all about. In this video, we'll simplify the process of budgeting into 5 easy-to-follow steps, taking you from understanding your income and expenses to leveraging technology to keep your finances on track. Stay tuned to uncover the smart steps to budget your money effectively. The first step in any journey is understanding where you stand. Embarking on the path to effective budgeting, it's crucial to comprehend the terrain of your financial landscape. This means having a firm grasp on 2 key factors: your income and your expenses. Let's delve into these. Understanding your income may seem straightforward. After all, you receive a paycheck, right? But it's more than just the figure that hits your bank account every month. It's about identifying all your income sources. Maybe you have a side hustle, or perhaps you're earning interest on a savings account. Every stream, no matter how small, contributes to the river of your income. Now let's talk about expenses. These are the creeks and streams flowing out of your river. It's important to categorize your expenses to gauge where your money is going. Are you spending a lot on dining out? Or maybe your online shopping carts are often overflowing. By classifying your expenses into categories like groceries, utilities, entertainment, and so forth, you can see the bigger picture and identify areas where you might need to cut back. To keep track of all this, consider using a simple spreadsheet or a budgeting app. These can help you record every dollar earned and every dollar spent. The key here is consistency. Make a habit of recording your income and expenses regularly, perhaps weekly or even daily. This will give you a snapshot of your financial health, allowing you to see trends over time. But why is all this so important? Well, understanding your income and expenses is like having a map. It shows you where you are now and points out the paths to where you want to go. It's the foundation of your budgeting journey. Without this knowledge, you're navigating blind, and that's not a savvy way to manage your money. With a clear understanding of your income and expenses, you're ready to set some financial goals. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to take control of your financial future. Now that you know where your money comes from and where it goes, it's time to decide where you want it to take you. Financial goals are the compass guiding your monetary decisions. They're the beacon of light that keeps your ship sailing in the right direction, even when the sea of life gets stormy. So it's essential that you set realistic and achievable targets. Let's start with short-term goals. These are the financial targets you aim to achieve within the next 1 to 2 years. Perhaps you're saving for a much-needed vacation, or you want to pay off a chunk of your credit card debt. Whatever your objectives, be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to save money," say, "I want to save $3,000 for a vacation to Hawaii in 18 months. This gives you a clear vision of what you're working towards. Now let's talk about long-term goals. These are the financial milestones you aim to reach in the next 5 to 10 years or even longer. Maybe you're planning for a comfortable retirement, or you want to pay off your mortgage. Again, be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to retire comfortably," say, "I want to save $500,000 for retirement in 20 years. This makes your goal tangible and motivates you to stay on track. It's important to note that your goals should be SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This will ensure your targets are clear, realistic, and within your reach. But what if your goals seem too ambitious? Break them down. If saving $500,000 for retirement seems daunting, break it down into smaller, more manageable targets. For instance, you could aim to save $25,000 each year for the next 20 years. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Financial success is a journey, not a destination. It's about making consistent, smart decisions that propel you closer to your goals, one step at a time. With your goals set, it's time to create a plan that will make them a reality. Armed with your financial goals, it's time to create your budget plan. This is the roadmap to your financial success, guiding your money decisions on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. It's not about restricting your spending, but rather, it's about making informed choices that align with your financial goals. There are various budgeting methods you can choose from, each with its own approach to managing income and expenses. Let's start with the 50-30-20 rule. This method suggests dividing your after-tax income into 3 categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. It's a simple and straightforward way to manage your money, especially if you're new to budgeting. However, if you want a more detailed and hands-on approach, you might consider zero-based budgeting. This method requires you to assign every dollar a job. That means your income minus your expenses should equal zero. It's a bit more time-consuming, but it allows for a high level of control over your money. Now these are just two examples. There's also the envelope system, the value-based budgeting, and more. The key is to choose a budgeting method that aligns with your financial goals and lifestyle. You might need to experiment with a few different methods before finding the one that fits you best. Once you've chosen a method, start by categorizing your expenses. Then, allocate your income to these categories based on your chosen method's guidelines. Remember to include categories for savings and debt repayment, as these are critical components of any healthy financial plan. Creating a budget might seem daunting at first, but keep in mind that it's a learning process. You're likely to make adjustments along the way, and that's okay. The goal is to create a plan that works for you, not to stick to a plan that's not serving you. With a budget plan in place, you're on your way to financial success. But remember, a budget isn't set in stone. It's a living document that changes with you as your financial situation and goals evolve, so keep monitoring, keep adjusting, and keep striving for your financial goals. A budget isn't a one-time thing, it's a continuous journey. This rings true for anyone trying to maintain healthy finances. Once you've created your budget, the real work begins. Monitoring and adjusting. This is your financial flight check, ensuring you're on course to meet your goals. Start by tracking your expenses. Keep a keen eye on every dollar you spend, whether it's on essential bills or that occasional coffee treat. Are you staying within your budget boundaries? If not, identify where you're overspending and why. Perhaps you're dining out more than you thought, or those online shopping sprees are adding up. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards readjusting your spending habits. Monitoring your budget also involves regularly checking your income. Has it increased or decreased? Maybe you've received a promotion or, conversely, lost some freelance work. These fluctuations in income should be reflected in your budget adjustments. But here's a key point: your budget should not be rigid. Life is unpredictable, and your budget should be flexible enough to accommodate these changes. Maybe an unexpected medical bill pops up, or your car needs a sudden repair. When these situations arise, it's essential to adjust your budget accordingly to prevent derailing your financial plan. And then there are those happy surprises. A bonus at work, a tax refund, or a generous gift. When extra money comes your way, it's tempting to splurge. But remember your financial goals. Consider allocating a portion of that windfall towards your savings or debt reduction. This way, you're turning a pleasant surprise into a powerful boost towards your financial objectives. Adjusting your budget isn't about cutting out all enjoyment from your life. It's about making smart decisions that align with your financial goals. It's about choosing the home-cooked meal over the pricey restaurant, the free workout video over the expensive gym membership. These small adjustments can make a significant impact in the long run. By monitoring and adjusting your budget, you'll keep your finances on track. But remember, this process doesn't have to be tedious or overwhelming. There are tools out there designed to make budgeting easier. But that's a topic for our next scene. Stay tuned. In this digital age, there's a tool for everything, even budgeting. As we journey further into the 21st century, technology continues to make our lives easier, including when it comes to managing our finances. From apps that track every penny to spreadsheets that calculate your savings potential, there's a resource out there for everyone. Let's start with budgeting apps. These are like having a financial advisor in your pocket, constantly updating you on your spending habits and saving progress. Some popular ones include Mint, which connects to your bank account and categorizes your expenses, and YNAB, short for You Need a Budget, which encourages you to give every dollar a job. Now, if you're a fan of the old school method, don't worry, we got you covered too. Spreadsheets are a fantastic way to visualize your income, expenses, and savings goals. They may require a bit more manual input, but they offer unparalleled customization and control. And let's not forget about online resources. Blogs, podcasts, and educational websites can provide invaluable advice and guidance on your budgeting journey. They can offer insights into different budgeting methods, saving strategies, and even investment opportunities. It's all about finding what works for you, what makes budgeting less of a chore, and more of a rewarding process. So don't be afraid to experiment, mix and match different tools and resources until you find your perfect fit. With these tools at your disposal, budgeting becomes a breeze. Budgeting may seem daunting, but with these 5 smart steps, it's a lot simpler than you think. Remember, it starts with understanding your income and expenses. Then set realistic financial